All right, boys and girls, welcome back to Crazy Kindergarten Math Fun with Mrs. Chamberlain and my assistant, Shelby. Very good. All right. And what we're going to do today is we are going to practice counting forward and backwards to 20. And then we're going to learn how to review how we compare numbers, how we decide which numbers are higher and lower, more and less. So what you're going to need today is if you have these number cards that came in your math kit, or maybe you have them written on a piece of paper. I have them written on Post-it notes, which I have hanging behind me so I can show you the lesson. And a deck of cards that are handy so that we can do the next lesson. So if you need to pause me and go find those materials, feel free. All right, so Shelby, you're in first grade, and one of the things you had to be able to do to go to first grade was so that you could count forwards and backwards from 20 and to 20. And so we want to put up here our numbers to 20, and you can see I have the numbers to 20 hanging behind me. I wrote them all on Post-it notes so I could practice writing my numbers. And what I need you to do, Shelby, is I need you to count to 20 for me. And as you're counting to 20 for me, I want to see if you can put those numbers in order. Do you think you can do that?
Yep.
Okay, so make sure you count it out loud for us so we know what numbers you're on, okay?
0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19,
20. So that's one of the activities that you can do. You can put all your numbers in order from 0 to 20. So you can A, practice your counting, and B, you can practice recognizing your numbers. So once you did that, Shelby, what do you notice about my numbers?
They're all different colors.
She noticed that they're in different colors. Does anybody wonder why they're in different colors? Shelby, did you wonder why they were different colors? You didn't?
No.
Why do you think they're different colors?
Because then you know when a new group is starting, like 10.
Oh, so I know when my new groups are starting, because once I get to 10, the color changed, and then I have all my teen numbers. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and then what happened when I got to 20? I changed it to red so that then I could do all my 20s in red so I could practice seeing that numbers can change. Good. So now one of the things that you can do is you can practice counting up to 20. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good. And as you know, when we go that direction, our numbers get higher by 1. So that tells me that 9 is more than 8. Tells me 17 is more than 16. 20 is more than 19. 20 is more than 10. right? I can see it on a line, which ones are more than. Then we can always see which ones are less than. I can say, oh, look, here's 16 and here's 15. Which one has less? Well, 15, because it comes before 16. So you can practice going more and less that way. But then you can also practice counting backwards from 20. So Shelby, I want you to shout out those numbers. We're going to count backwards from 20. Are you ready?
20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
0. So she can practice counting up, she can practice counting back. Once she practices counting back so much, she could probably even do it with her eyes closed. Can you do it with your eyes closed?
I might be able to.
She might be able to. Let's challenge her. Shelby, count backwards from 20 with your eyes closed.
20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And
0.
0. High five. Good job. She could do it. But again, that's because she's had to do lots of practice because she's in first grade now. But I want you to know that's something you can work on. All right, so that's going forward and backwards from 20, ordering those numbers, practice writing those numbers. There's lots of math with that. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to compare numbers. We're going to play a little game. Your moms and dads might know it, called War. That's an old card game that you used to play to see who had more and then who would collect the cards. And the game at the end would be see who got the most cards. We're going to use that game as figuring out which one has more, which one has less. So here's how it is played. I took out all the face cards. Remember, those were the jacks, the queens, and the kings? I took out all the face cards, and I have the numbers 1 through 10 here. And remember, an ace is a 1, okay? So, and then I shuffle them up. Shuffle them up, and then I'm just going to lay them flat on my floor. Shelby's going to pick a card, and then I'm going to pick a card, okay? Ooh, we got a tricky one right off the bat, which is so crazy. So I'm going to hold my card up. I got a 10. Shelby, what did you get? Shelby also got a 10. So 10 and 10, which one is more, Shelby?
None.
None? What do you mean none?
They're equal.
They're equal, or they are the same. 10 and 10 are the same. They both have the same amount. And I can check that to make sure I'm right when I look at the hearts. This has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Huh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They're the same. So that's what we would say. 10 and 10 are the same. Let's try another one. All right, she's got her card. Are you ready? I got 1. What'd you get, Shelby?
8.
8. So, Shelby, which one has more?
Mine.
The 8. 8 has more. You can clearly see there are more diamonds on that card than this card. So we would say 8 is more than 1. Or you would say it this way. 1 is less than 8. Good. Let's try another one, Shel. Show us what you got.
5.
Shelby got 5, and I got 6. Ooh, that's a close one. What would we say about 5 and 6?
Mom. 6 is higher.
But how do we say it in a sentence? 6 is higher. 6 has more. 6 is more than,
5.
or we could say 5 is less than
6.
Exactly. Good. All right, go ahead. Let's see. Yep. Ooh, I got 8 this time. Shelby got 4. So I would say 8 is more than 4. Shelby would say
4 is less than 8.
4 is less than 8. Good. And then we do it again. Are you ready?
Yep.
I got 1.
I got 6.
Shelby got 6. So I would say 1 is less than 6.
And I would say 6 is more than 1.
Good. And then we would do it again. And we go through the whole deck of cards. Go ahead. I got 9. That's a pretty big number. I bet mine will be higher.
I got 2.
Yup. So 9 is more than 2.
2 is less than 9.
Good. So you can play that with your deck of cards, going back and forth, saying who has more. And again, if you get stuck and you get a close one and you can't remember, for example, if Shelby and I held up these 2 cards, 7 and 8, and I can't remember which one is higher, one of the things you can do is you can count the big pictures on there. So these ones have to be diamonds. So I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then there's one more, 8. So that means 8's more than 7. Or if your number charts are hanging behind you, you can use that to help you. 7 comes before 8. So 7 is less than 8. 8 is more than 7. Okay? So practice comparing your numbers, playing similar to war on your card games, and then you can practice counting forwards and backwards to 20 and then back down again. And if you're really feeling challenged, you can take out your paper that has the grids on it, and you can write your numbers with your dry erase marker up to 20 and then write them backwards from 20. So you can challenge yourself by writing those teen numbers that we're going to be learning about. All right, boys and girls? So keep comparing, keep counting, and keep learning. Bye, friends.